We live in a world where there is a multiplicity of needs that must be satisfied, but there is a special one, the most important for any person, having a space where people can satisfy their basic needs. In fact, the importance of housing is such that the individual access to it is recognized in many constitutions as a fundamental human right. It is the space in which we find rest, where to store food, shelter from inclement weather, and be safe. Besides, housing not only satisfies physical needs, but also sentimental needs. It's natural for people to develop strong feelings of belonging to the property because it houses not only our personal belongings but also our emotions and memories. Therefore, we propose the creation of an application called StuHome so that foreign students can find a way to search for housing that allows them to spend a comfortable stay in the time in which they are away from their cities or outside countries.
StuHome solves the need for student housing. The app serves as the means by which landlords and students requiring living service can meet, connect, and negotiate with each other. The process required to access to the service is really easy. The app asks customers in which university they are going to attend. From there, it brings together several people who have chosen the same study center, puts them in communication, and recommends them a certain accommodation that is close to where they are going to study. In this way, users can share the cost of renting, have a quality stay, not just a room, but by sharing this cost, user can get something much better and also meet new people. But surely, many of you are wondering what are the benefits of this application. Well, among the many benefits StuHome can provide, 5 were selected by the fact that they represent the true spirit of the app service. These benefits are economical rental costs, comfort, security, strengthening of bonds, and unique experience.
Economic rental cost. By having the opportunity to share housing with other people who have the same needs, the cost of the rent will be greatly reduced. This allows the surplus money to be used in other aspects, such as food or education. This condition creates the perfect scenario for students to prefer us over other applications. Reducing costs and increasing profits will always be an innate behavior of human beings. Comfort. It is well known that the more amenities a housing offers, the cost will be higher. That is why StuHome, by sharing the cost of accommodation, makes our niche market more likely to have access to comfortable and quality housings. Security. As is known, security is one of the most demanded aspects by users today, both in the digital world and the physical world. Therefore, a home will serve as an intermediary between tenants and landlords. That is why home service systems ensures that the process of renting housing is done under the conditions provided by the law of the country. Thus, the user can always be sure that everything is legal and the application is there for any problem that may arise.
Strengthening of bonds. According to a foreign student who went to the UK as an international student, students like her are more susceptible to loneliness and depression. This is because they are far away from their comfort zone, their families and friends. They are also in a completely new culture and have to adapt rapidly, while also focusing on their studies. Besides, home students sometimes tend to ignore foreign students accidentally, since they are in their comfort zone and they have childhood friends to turn to. For these reasons, StuHome ensures that being in an unfamiliar environment is not a traumatic situation that can lead to mental health problems. Students with the same fears can share the same housing, making this new experience more bearable. Unique experience. The human being is social by nature, where community is fundamental in its growth process. Therefore, StuHome, more than selling a service, sells an experience for students. In addition, it creates the environment for a collaborative economy to grow among the residents of the housing. For example, you can have a roommate teach you English or their native language while you teach them calculus or anything else. In conclusion, it will be a win to win experience.
Now we're going to present our keyword analysis. First of all, in order to develop a good analysis, two main terms were taken into account, with the idea of finding their trends. Those terms were student housing and student home. Student housing from August to December of 2020 shows a downward trend. It is clearly due to the regrowth of the COVID-19 infection rate in some of the countries around the world, and in addition to this, the closing of the universities generated by this situation. However, since January of 2021, the search trend began to increase. For example, in the first week of April, it even reached the highest level of search, obtaining a 100 out of 100 points. Some of the countries in the top 5 were Palestine, the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Australia. On the other hand, student home showed the most stable trend. The search interest remained generally between the 70 and the 80 points. In addition to that, all the countries in the top 5 had a high search interest, as it can be seen in the graphics. This term is the most popular of this category. The main countries searching it were Nepal, the United Kingdom, the Philippines, Bangladesh, and Ghana.
With the previous results, we were able to reach two conclusions, the first one related to the supply and the other one related to the service demand. First, thanks to the former analysis, we can establish the characteristics of the future demand from the service provided by StuHome. This is due to the fact that the countries where foreign students come from are usually classified as low or medium income, such as Palestine or Ghana. Therefore, it is necessary that the StuHome maintains their costs low to try to suit the budget range of many students with these nationalities. Besides, the operation area of the app could be established per country. In the first place, it is necessary for StuHome to operate in different countries with prestigious or high-level universities, since the rent in a room cost within the university campus is exorbitant. Having this in mind, the first candidate country is the United States. But something really interesting happens here. The search terms tell us that countries such as the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, countries that also have prestigious universities, there is a great interest from students to find a place to settle down through their careers. This is perfect, since as I already know, these countries are part of the Commonwealth, because they used to belong to the United Kingdom. However, getting the application working properly can be way easier than elsewhere, because these countries usually share similar characteristics in their legal systems.
Now, thanks to the Uber Subjects tool, we were able to make final decisions. The first one is about whether potential users of a service will prefer a website or a mobile application. As you can see on the graphics, the search terms related to StuHome had a higher search volume on mobile. Therefore, in the first instance, the creation of an application could be more successful. Also, it can be observed that according to the tool, the search term student housing is very well received. The search volume per month amounts to 909,000 only in the United States. In addition, it indicates that SEO difficulty, which is the estimated competition for positioning in the search engines, is not so difficult, so that although there are clearly a lot of competitors, StuHome could reach a traffic of potential customers in an easier way than other services. All of the above led our team to select StuHome as the most cost-effective and attractive option to consolidate in the market.
Finally, this is the bibliography of the video.